Our world faces urgent challenges. Yet across India, extraordinary entrepreneurs are building solutions that bring hope, dignity, and resilience. This is Adani Green Talks, a platform where ideas rooted in compassion, technology, and purpose are celebrated for their power to change lives. Since 2021, 3 transformative editions have been held, each amplifying voice-over voices of entrepreneurs shaping New India. In 2025, the 4th edition expanded this mission, showcasing changemakers as true nation builders. This capsule is a part of a multi-series effort designed to spotlight their journeys, inspire millions, and show how local solutions are solving global challenges. Entrepreneurs are reviving artisanal livelihoods, ensuring heritage crafts thrive while empowering families with stable income, realizing SDG 8, decent work and economic growth. In India's most remote corners, healthcare is delivered at doorstep through mobile clinics and AI tools, bringing care and hope to those long undeserved. Waste once discarded is now transformed into biofuels, fueling clean energy, reducing emissions, and building a circular economy for rural communities. Agricultural waste becomes vegan leather, cutting animal cruelty, opening new markets, and proving that sustainability can be stylish. In villages once shrouded in darkness, solar energy brings light, and with it, education, opportunity, and a new future for entire generations. On our rivers, solar-powered ferries reduce carbon and protect marine life, showing that clean mobility and ecology can move together. Seaweed is turned into bioplastics and agri-stimulants, reducing plastic waste, boosting harvests, and securing livelihoods for coastal families. Technology too is a force for good. AI enabling the visually impaired to read, and drones helping farmers grow more with less. 4 editions strong, Adani Green Talks celebrates social entrepreneurs as nation builders, ideas that impact, futures that inspire.
Namaste. I am delighted to welcome you to the latest edition of Green Talks. We began this series 4 years ago with a simple but powerful belief that we can learn and be inspired by those rare people who choose vision over comfort and possibility over security. Because Green Talks is indeed all about possibility, built on the belief that every fresh idea contains the blueprint for transformations. It reminds us that growth is not a linear. It is unpredictable and often invisible. That is, until suddenly a green shoot breaks through the surface, announcing a new chapter of freedom and hope. And within that tender green shoot is embedded the essence of every great dream that has gone on to create a history. हर अंकुर में छुपी है क्रांति की आवाज, यही छोटे बीज गढ़ते हैं महान इतिहास। My dear friends and colleagues, in just 3 editions of Green Talks, hundreds of dreams have been evaluated and 15 remarkable companies have shared their visions on this very stage. In a world where 9 out of 10 startups failed, it has been fascinating to see how many of our dreamers have already beaten the odds. Let me share just a few of the extraordinary stories from each of our previous 3 Green Talks. Gen Robotics was a part of Green Talks 1. I will never forget the hard-hitting images of a manual scavenging that they presented. Real images that showed one of the darkest forms, the human indignity. Their answer to the crisis was bold. Robots capable of entering and cleaning the dirtiest of gutters and doing the work no human should ever to be forced to do. From that beginning, they have now grown to deploy over 300 robots across 21 states, freeing thousands from these degrading practices. Today, Gen Robotics, having profitably grown 250% since Green Talks 1, plans yet again to double its revenue, aiming for rupees 100 crores. They now stand at the forefront of India's National Namaste Mission, aiming to end manual scavenging once and for all. Navalt was a part of Green Talks 2. They have truly transformed the future of marine transport in India. From launching Indra, the nation's largest solar electric ferry, to Barkuda, a high-speed defense vessel, and now expanding their Marshall fleet, sailing across 9 states, Navalt is rewriting what is possible on water. Since Green Talks 2 in 2023, they have doubled revenue every single year, possibly delivering the lowest cost of a public transport in the world. Already profitable, their solar ferries operate at just 4 paisa per passenger per kilometer. Navalt has indeed redefined how the sun and water interface. Marut drones was a part of Green Talks 3. What they build is often seen as an aerial equivalent of a tractor and helping create a new class of agri-entrepreneurs. The company has already raised over rupees 50 crores, scaled to 3,000 units annually, and nurtured over 500 drone entrepreneurs. These are just some of the stunning stories of success of our participants. Each of them is a living proof that vision, backed with the perseverance, can bend the cold mathematics of probability. We want each of the Green Talk participants to see the Adani Group not just as a company, but as a vast sandbox of possibilities. A place where your ideas can be tested, your solutions refined, and your ambitions elevated by engaging directly with our businesses and our leaders. I hope you will find both a platform and mentors invested in your growth. This is also why we welcome back our past participants. So we weave together a living ecosystems of our innovators who remain connected with us as they chart their own paths. Our objective is simple: to stand beside you, to open doors, and to do our best to support the journey you take. Beginning this year, we have extended our search so that every entrepreneur in India, whether it is a fisherwoman on Odisha's coast, turning discarded nets into a fashion clothes, or Ladakhi engineer trapping sunshine in a salt bricks to warm winter classrooms, or a hostel team in Pune wiring a broken e-bike batteries into a village microgrid. Every innovator who dares to dream should be able to find their voice on this stage. And to further extend this vision, we are joining hands with NDTV. Together, we will aim to cast the net across Bharat to discover entrepreneurs and show that brilliance knows no boundaries and often emerges from the most unexpected postal codes of India Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. And if we were to extend our future ambitions, why should we stop our search at India's border? If a spark in Kutch can light a path in Kenya, or a student in Ceylon can co-create with a thinker in Sao Paulo, our eventual objective is to make Green Talks more than a stage. It should become a living platform of collaborations where India's innovations meets the world's imaginations. A place where social startups spark ideas, unite in purpose, and work for the betterment of humanity. It should be an ecosystem where every participant is bound not by transactions, but by shared mission to grow with goodness, to leave behind a brighter, more sustainable world. आओ मिलकर ऐसे बीज बोए जिनसे आने वाली पीढ़ियां उम्मीद और उजाले की फसल काटे. And so, we warmly invite like-minded partners and dreamers to join hands with Adani and bringing this vision of social co-innovations to life. My dear friends and colleagues, as I begin to wrap up, let me express my deepest gratitude to several of the guests in this auditorium. First, to every Green Talks warrior in this room, you represent the heartbeats of our nation's hope. Second, to the founder veterans of our Green Talks who have returned today, you are a proof that belief is immortal. Third, to the SDG award winners. This is the first time we have given these awards. I hope to see you soon on the Green Talks platform. And fourth, to the brilliant Vikrant Massey, whose 12th fail is more than a film. Not surprisingly, just 2 days back, he won the Best Actor Award at the 71st National Film Awards. Vikrant represents the seed of hope planted in the hearts of millions of young Indians. Just as every green shoot breaks through the hardest soil, his story reminds us that resilience and perseverance can break through every barrier. And finally, to an extraordinary legend, Padma Vibhushan Dr. Krishna Ella. The entrepreneur who in our darkest hour delivered the COVID vaccine, proudly stamped Made in India and safeguarded hundreds of millions of our brothers and sisters. Dr. Ila, your inspiring journey is a reminder that visionary entrepreneurships by an individual can indeed impact the fate of a nation. And the ability to impact the fate of a nation is the perfect lens through which to view everything you will hear today. 5 extraordinary journeys, entire lives of a tenacity and greed, distilled into just 12 minutes with the possibility to transform as social innovations. जितनी गहराई से हम भीतर की शक्ति पहचानेंगे, इतनी ही ऊंचाई से समाज को नई राह दिखाएंगे. As we listen to these stories, I would urge you to reflect on the tenacity of these young change makers. Then turn inward and ask, how can each one of us individually help Green Talks grow? Not for personal glory, not just for our organizations, but as our shared contributions to the social entrepreneurs that are fighting for the upliftment of our society. And in doing so, we join our nation's second freedom struggle, freedom from inequality, freedom from inertia, and a freedom from indifference. And that freedom to dream boldly, my friends, is what Green Talks is all about. Thank you. Jai Hind.
That brings us to the close of our special coverage from Adani Green Talks 2025. The conversations today reminded us that the future of sustainability lies in innovation, inclusivity, and collective vision. And this is just the beginning. In our upcoming episodes, we'll bring you more inspiring stories from changemakers like Trestle Labs, Recycle X, Nemo Care, C6 Energy, and Avinya Leathers. Stay tuned as we continue to spotlight ideas shaping a greener and more equitable tomorrow.